Well, Bam was supposed to be here actually.
Oh, man, where's Bam?
Let me just drop him a note. He's probably asleep. Come on, Victor.
What's going on, man? Haven't talked to you for a while. Alright, now we're set.
I'm gonna be one of those with the car parked in front of my house. I better call the police.
Yeah, you never know who's gonna show up at your place, man.
Yeah, so rumors.
There's a lot of them out there right now. I've caught a few. I'm sure I haven't caught all the rumors out there, but there's some out there.
Yeah, but then you got rumors that are true, but then you got rumors where people make shit up.
Yeah.
And if you're going to talk about rumors that are true, well, then there's a reason. Okay, why are we talking about that? But once you start making shit up, at this point you're just going for trying to dig up some kind of story or content that's not there. You're just you're reaching for something, right?
Yeah. There's a quote about rumors that I like. You're a movie guy, I'm a movie guy, from Inglourious Bastards. I don't know if you remember it.
No, I wouldn't remember that.
It's I love rumors. Facts can be misleading, but rumors, true or false, are often revealing. So, you know, it kind of just shows character, like, based on what kind of rumors you're spreading.
Yeah, good point. What's been going on with you? How's work?
Work's good. I'm off. I actually took the dogs outside right now. We were playing around, and then I looked at the clock. I was like, oh, I said I was going to be on with Manny. Let me head on inside.
Yeah, there's been stuff going around. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight.
What's going on, everyone?
For those of you not aware, this is Victor. He's got a page called Digital Dimwit. And lots of pop culture kind of stuff on his discussions and
pop culture, motivational, like just, you know, just like to have different conversations.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. So I put up that song earlier a little while ago. Remember that song, Rumors?
Yeah.
That's the 80s. Not everybody remembers it.
No, I remember it.
And that album cover is classic. That cover for that song, for the album. And that's the image that's on the thumbnail for this live video. And have you ever been a target of a rumor?
Oh, I think everyone has. I think it's normal to be part of someone's, you know, gossip, whether it's true or false.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Whether it's true or false, it's like that matters, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because again, I'm saying if there's a method to the madness, I imagine. So people start rumors for different reasons. Mika asked him why he requested me on TikTok.
Oh yeah, Mika. Yeah, I did request you on TikTok. I heard that you have like a lot of followers and stuff, so I was just curious about your content creation. It wasn't, you know, I think this is the first time I even said your name out loud. Like, I just was curious. And then Legend. I love Mystery Science Theater. I've seen like all the old episodes and the new ones, so that would be pretty interesting to do. I don't know, you, Manny?
I always thought Mystery Science Theater was fun.
I love it. I have the figures, and I have the two figures, and for a while I had them in front of my TV, like in the little corner.
Yeah,
it was pretty cool.
So, I want to get back to this rumors and drama. I mean, when it's a blatant lie, and I'm going to talk about it, but if it's a blatant lie, why circulate it?
Yeah.
Why do people circulate that stuff? Is it merely just for content, trying to stir up buzz about something, even if it's a lie?
In my experience, like, regardless of who's involved or anything, if someone's spreading a rumor, it's usually to pull someone else down to make them look a little bit higher.
So kind of like to degrade somebody.
Yeah. I mean, no one starts a rumor in a positive way, like, oh, I heard so-and-so got a promotion at work, or I heard so-and-so bought a house or something. No, it's always to put someone down.
Yeah.
So that's... When that happens, you kind of have to look at the source of the rumor and the situation surrounding the rumor. Like, okay, is there a reason why someone would spread this kind of rumor? What did they have to benefit from it? And then that's when we kind of like weed through it, like, okay, this is more of just, like trash talk kind of, stuff.
Yeah, it just makes me... So there was a rumor about me going around, and not just about me, about one of the viewers.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a viewer. Oh, well, yeah. I don't know. I haven't talked to her. She's all right with mentioning her name, but I won't mention her name yet. She happens to pop up on the live. But just rumors of why I blocked somebody a while back and why I unblocked them.
Okay, then I know who you're talking about then.
So, what's up, Patriot News Network? Karma Bus, hey Kelly, Jenna, Mika, Kate, Legend. And I got my own reasons when I block someone. Actually, my mods block, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if I choose to overrule them, obviously it's my page. I do what I want. And most of the time, I'll have a discussion with that person, unless it's real spam or stupid crap like that. I just delete it. I don't need to have a discussion. But if it is something I feel it's important, I'll have a discussion with this person. In this case, I gave another chance, and I'm like, all right, you're on strike 2. Next one is up. Next one is final. But if I decide to keep somebody blocked or block somebody, that's my decision. It's my show, and that's what I decide. I'm not going to be pressured by anybody else.
Exactly.
On whether or not to block somebody or not unblock. This music's too loud. I can't tell.
Yeah, like it's your platform. Same thing with me. I don't use mods. Like I want to, and like I really don't. I have never blocked anybody. But it's my decision to do that, and it's my right to do what I want with my platform.
Yeah, Scarlett. Yeah. No need to explain. I don't know. I feel it's not a need to explain. I just want people to know my thought process. Again, ultimately, it's up to me, and it's my decision. So it was my decision to unblock someone, and this person triggers the crap out of everybody.
Yeah.
Sometimes without saying a friggin' thing, just the mere presence of this person can trigger people.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Bam?
Double D.
How's it going?
Well, I'm on this side of the dirt. You know why I call you Double D, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope there's not more than one reason.
No, just the one. Well, no, 2 reasons. One on each side.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
what are
we're
we
talking
drinking?
about,
What are we drinking, boys?
this is water with half a lemon squeezed into it.
Okay.
I'm drinking it's called a Bob Marley from Dutch Bros.
I have no clue what that is.
Bob Marley.
It's like a frap, but with dark chocolate, banana, and coconut.
Ooh. I bet you some rum would go really well with that.
Probably.
Hey, Melanie. Melanie from the UK. What time is it over there? It's about 1 or 2 a.m.? Something like that, right?
UK is 8 hours ahead of us.
No, it's like 6, 5 or 6, depending on the daylight savings, I think.
Hey, Kate. I like 8.
So,
And I'm reading Mika's comment. Like, I completely agree. I choose not to entertain trash talk. That's why I don't do rebuttals regardless of what's said about me, or like when I'm attacked, like let people talk about me. Cool, like I have no problem with it. Like I know it's not true.
Yeah, but to me, it gets to a point where it becomes borderline slanderous, and then they're like,
slander.
People say, I don't know. It's just what I heard or whatever. It's like,
yeah.
Well, what are we talking about?
There's a rumor going out there that I unblocked somebody from my page because they paid me.
Oh.
So yeah, so I'm like, so I called up this person. I'm like, where's my money? I'm told I'm supposed to have some money, and where is it? So that turned into something sexual.
I like sex.
So now the rumor is, that person was doing oral favors to Manny. That's why he unblocked him.
Oral favors.
Or the computer.
So, I mean, is she like cleaning your teeth, taking care of cavities, that kind of oral?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been that, right?
Okay, yeah.
But no, they implied this person was on their knees in front of me. How's that?
Okay, well, we've all been there.
So, well, speak for yourself as far as being on your knees. See, and all this it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I mean, it's almost ridiculous to repeat.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you gonna talk about that? Yeah, I am.
And like, why does it have to be a bribe to unblock? Like, you could just unblock because you know this individual, you've spoken to them before, like, this person likes to, rile people up and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't have to go to sexual or money, but this rumor is being spread just because it's going to add, hot gossip, the tea or whatever to someone.
Yeah, I like riling people up. I mean, I get off on getting people excited.
Yeah, and like, so does this individual also. And like,
Are you going to lie about something though?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to lie. I have lied in the past about some things, but now I'm kind of like, kind of straight and narrow, and it's like, why lie? Because you got to keep track of all the lies.
Yeah, that's tiring.
I mean, you tell one lie, then you got to tell another lie, and then next thing you know, you got a snowball effect of lies going on. You got to keep track of. It's like, why bother?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the one thing about lying is that, just don't. And if you do, oh crap!
What now? More rumors?
Rumors. They made a song called "Rumors." Timex Social Club, back in the mid '80s, I think. Good song.
Technical issue.
There's a couple of songs about rumors. Like when Manny told me like today's topic, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna talk about the song," or because you could go anywhere with that.
Seriously, you can.
And I was gonna let it go, but you know what? When you start talking about stuff like that, I'm gonna address it. It doesn't bother me. I'm not crying over it. I'm not butthurt over it.
We're laughing about it,
and we're laughing about it. It's ridiculous, but. It's like, why do that in the first place? I mean, when you know something is a bullshit lie.
Yeah, and then a lot of the rumors
something like that.
Yeah, a lot of the rumors like going around that I hear, it's that so and so is. Whoops.
Where'd you go?
Hold on, I need to switch cameras. Hold on.
Hey, Naya, Lola, Flo, Ella Stone, Jessica, hey, honey.
Lola, hey, Ella.
Paisley Law.
Jessica, you're back.
Moxie, what's up?
Cameras. I don't know why. One of them said it became unplugged. But the rumors going around is that so-and-so is doing this because someone else pays them. Or someone's getting paid to talk about this person. Like, I think it's more reasonable that this person's just talking about someone because they want to, not because there's, money going into their pocket. Like, I don't think it's so out of the realm that someone's hated so much that everyone's paying people to talk about this one person.
The notion that somebody would pay somebody to talk about somebody that's ridiculous as well. What I really want to know is how can one person trigger so many people just by their mere presence?
Well, I mean, you got to ask Vanessa that.
Oh, by the way, I did download her little 17-minute video for today. I don't know if you guys are interested in doing some VT Chronicles later.
Well, I'm only here for a short time because I didn't get much sleep last night.
Yeah, he's got to ride the big yellow bus. He's got to drive the big yellow bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my night's cooked dinner. So
let's go round and round, round and round, round and round.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Beep, 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 beep.
But people do pay. I don't think as much as people, are saying it happens, but I was offered, $100 to make a video about a certain person. I was like, I don't want to. Like, I'm not going to do that. Because of my Vanessa videos, like, oh, well, you should do one about this person now because, it's similar, style and everything. I was like, no, I'm good without it. So I know I've been approached once, but like it's.
Yeah, I've never been offered money to talk or not talk about something, and I wouldn't take it.
Yeah, like I do something that's gonna be because I want to, not because that's where the tide is going. That's where the views are. I'm like, I'm okay if I don't get the views as long as I'm doing something I like.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, there ain't nothing wrong with getting paid for something you enjoy doing.
Well, yeah. I see that as a bonus, not like the reason for doing it.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, may as well get paid for it.
Maybe that's what they do when they unblock someone. Maybe that's what they do, right? Exactly.
I mean, hell.
Because they always say so. The person always accusing is always the one that's usually is guilty of doing themselves.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go around and spread that. Like, again, I don't know. And that goes to the whole. That leads back to the whole drama, the topic of drama, and creating it for views. I know Bam loves drama.
I love drama. Lifetime TV, best drama in the world.
It's not that good. It's getting real cheesy lately.
Not as much as it used to be.
Right?
But what I've been doing a lot is I've been watching court trials. Sometimes they put them like on YouTube and stuff. Like I've been watching those. I've been watching, I know it's fake, but like paternity courts and family courts and like that kind of stuff. So I love drama too.
Divorce court's really good.
Yeah. Or there's a new one where they go for like child support, and it's like just two people arguing about like, I don't have to give you more money. Yes, you do, kind of thing.
If you make a kid, you make a baby, and it's biologically your child, you need to pay. It's your kid. I mean, step up and be a man.
Topic, but I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time, the guy walks away, then the woman's stuck with the kid for her whole life, right?
Yeah.
Well, there are some cases where women walk away and men get stuck, but that's very rare.
Very rare. Happens. Not nearly enough.
Mika, if you like those, I suggest you've probably heard them before, but This Is Why We Drink. That's like one of my favorite murder podcasts.
This is why we drink.
Yeah, it's just two girls drinking a bottle of wine, talking about murder and ghost stuff, and it's a pretty good podcast.
Okay, let me get rid of this thing.
Manny, before you really got involved in the drama, because I know you tried staying away from it as much as possible, did you hear rumors about yourself, or like did it happen just because you got involved in the drama?
God, I can't remember. This November it's going to be 2 years that I'm on here.
Wow.
I've tried to stay away from it. Was there any rumors about me? I can't remember.
Because I don't remember hearing anything about you until like last month's, fiasco and everything that happened with that. Hey, Debbie.
Oh, you mean when everybody was on for a couple days?
Yeah. I was watching all that like constantly.
So it was. I don't know. I wasn't necessarily trying to. What do you call it? I honestly was not trying to be like peacemaker or any of that stuff. I just.
I've tried
to get to the root of it. Huh?
I've tried that and it never works. I've tried it like twice already.
Yeah, I mean, it's never going to stop. I mean,
It's not.
I mean, I know there was a virtual ceasefire, which was supposed to be 24 hours, and then that didn't last. And then I don't know what happened after that. Yeah,
Pack them.
Yeah, done with that, done and over. And but anyway, and I wasn't going to bring it up, but I was like, you know what, man, that should. People want to get a reaction, a response, perhaps.
Yeah.
And then have this thing bounce back and forth like forever, like.
That's how some
inevitable.
people create content, though.
So the rumor itself, I'm more concerned with the other person involved in the rumor and how they feel about that, because that's some shitty stuff to say about somebody.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're the one doing the fellatio.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a lot of work for the person giving than receiving. I mean, receiving, you just kind of like.
Plus, I feel like it would be too much work just to get unblocked off of a YouTube channel when, like, in 2 minutes you could just go create another account.
Yeah, that too.
Like, I feel that makes more sense. Like, okay, should I go drive, meet this person, get on my knees, spend however long it takes, or get a new Gmail account in 2 minutes?
And it can take, hours. It just depends on the individual.
Yeah.
And then, and if there's teeth involved, I mean, no, not happening.
And then.
And then.
I know you're going to say it.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, because
Stupid. It's what it is. It's stupid.
Ignorant.
yeah, the same rumor wasn't spread about me, but so many people wanted me to block that same person and keep that person off my platform. But I'm like, you know what? She angers you all, but she's, as long as she keeps it, kind of under control. Like, I could tell when things are under control and when things are not.
And I know part of their argument is that, this person goes to every show and every platform and talks on every platform. Like,
And what's wrong with that?
so what?
Yeah.
So what?
So what? So buttons.
I mean, what?
I mean, you buy a television package, you get sports, you get movies, you get news, you get weather, like you get a little bit of everything. That's the same thing with YouTube. There's
And
a little bit of something for
usually
everybody.
you get fucked on the price.
Yeah.
So I mean, there you get that too.
So,
Especially when you're paying like $200 a month for cable and internet and all the channels, and you're like, 200. This is freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. And I thought I was going to be the smart guy and just get streaming platforms I wanted, but there's so many out there that I'm paying pretty much the same thing as if I never had them.
Right?
Yeah. I had one I was paying. I didn't even know I was paying. It was like $5 a month for like 9 months.
Same thing happened to me. I got there's like a horror streaming service. I forgot what it's called.
A horror streaming service?
Like a horror, like scary movies.
Horror.
Yeah.
Horror.
Like horror. Oh, what that porn?
No, there's
Yeah,
plenty
horror.
of those. And there's free websites for that too if you want those kind of streaming
Yeah,
services.
Pornhub.com.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, we don't need to publicize that.
Bam's throwing in a little plug-in right there.
I know.
Oh,
He's got stock
we should ask for money. The sponsor. We just,
Can you imagine? Let's take a minute to thank our sponsor, Pornhub.com.
But did you all hear about
That
that guy
would
that they did sponsor?
No.
He would upload videos, but it was just him talking to the camera, like telling people like, "Oh, I hope you have a good day today." Like it was just like a virtual, like friend. Nothing sexual, nothing about that.
a virtual
But-
friend.
Like, yeah, it was just him like asking about your day, like kind of like these ASMR
How did your
kind
day
of
go
videos.
today, dear? Oh, that's nice. Oh, and by the way, can I say you just look ravishing today?
It was stuff like that, like just supportive, conversation. and he was like always in the top creators.
God love him.
He got sponsored by Pornhub. They sent him like so many packages of like jackets and stuff to give away, and he never had to do anything sexual. And he was like a top Pornhub creator.
God love him.
Just for talking to people. Imagine that.
Yeah, I'm gonna move my platform over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that too. We're cutting it short. Good night, everybody. No.
Follow me at.
Yeah, follow me at pornhub.com/Manny. Okay. But that's interesting.
What are you doing behind that mic?
Who? Me?
Speaking to it. Yeah, I know. Just let it be and just screw it. You know, just some things are said and they get to be said, and certain people talk their crap all over the place and over and over and over again. And here I am, not talking shit about nobody, but they want to fuck with me.
Yeah, don't put any stock in it until you hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
So it's like, whatever, man. If that brings you clicks, all right, go ahead. I don't care.
Yeah, happy to provide you content. You know,
I really don't. It's not bothering that way. It's just bothering that. What I'm trying to figure out what something obviously something bothers me about it. And you know, you have a lot of I got a lot of viewers from all over the country, and for that matter, all over the world.
Yeah.
And thank God that they're not like Vanessa's viewers who believe every freaking thing that comes out of her mouth.
Seriously.
And I would like to think, you know, I'd hate to think people would believe this stupid crap. And I mean, so from that aspect, it is important to me because that's not what happened, and it's just super ridiculous to even come up with something like that. Like,
it just kind of shows the mentality of that's like the direct thing. Like, okay, how am I going to make this gossip juicy? Oh yeah, let's throw in sex.
Yeah. You know what? Like, and I wouldn't have cared, but you know what? Hey, you know what? Hey, I want to say this. I want to talk about this. You might like give me a heads up. Don't just put it out there and. You know, I don't know if it's true, but it's what I heard. It might be true. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know.
It's a rumor I heard, and
trying to, you know,
like finding all these ways to hide behind it so you can't be held responsible for like what you say. But in the end, it's information coming out of your platform that you allow, so you're kind of responsible for it in the end. If they wanted like to track it down, and I'm sure a lawyer would be happy to, you know, use that kind of defense.
Yeah.
What's up, Beck?
I don't know. To me, it's I don't know. Maybe just move on from this. I was hoping this viewer, the person we're talking about, would be on the program.
Yeah, I haven't seen her.
I should have messaged her if she wants to. I don't know. She was not going to want to talk online, but
I'll pretend it's me. What do you want me to say?
Before, like this person's called into my show before. So I don't think it would be that odd to ask.
What do you need me to say? I can do it.
I'll send you the transcript right now.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. For me, I'd be more. If I was that person, then I'd be a little more pissed off because now you're talking.
Oh yeah.
Well, seriously, because you know, like I said, they're the one doing the work, and you know, usually the one on that end of it is not the pleasant end to be on.
Yeah, because you have to put in work.
Yeah.
That and you know, things tend to like explode all over the place.
Oh, Nadia put it Shudder. Yeah, I was paying for Shudder for over a year, and I had never used it.
So, has anybody tried that stupid app where they go through like your bank statements, find everything you're paying for, and you can turn it on or turn it off right there?
Oh yeah, what was that called? The one that finds
Rocket Money.
your...
I use Rocket Money.
Rocket Money?
Yeah.
Does it really work?
Yeah, that's how I found out about this Shudder one.
I'm gonna have to download that.
I had done a free trial like last October, and I thought I took my card off of it to cancel it, and I've been paying for it this whole year.
So can you actually like just right there in Rocket Money hit cancel and it cancels it for you?
What you need to do is when you first download and set up your account, you do like the free, I think it's 3-day trial, like the premium service. And with the premium service, yeah, you just click it and they'll go and do like all the work for you and cancel it.
Oh, so
But
Rocket
then
Money is not free.
No, so once you don't have the premium, it'll just give you the steps on how to go about it, who to email, and like they'll guide you, so it's still easy, but they won't do it for you.
Well, that would be too easy if it did it for me.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to get all that taken care of, you just do the free 3-day trial and then cancel it.
And then, of course, you forget to cancel it in 3 days, kind of like what you did with Shudder.
Yeah. I learned my lesson. So as soon as I did what I needed to do with it, I canceled it right there. I was like, I'm not going to wait the 3 days. Like, take care of my stuff and we're good.
Oh well. Anyway, I don't know if she's going to come on or show up at all.
Yeah, True Bill.
What
There's another one, True Bill.
Oh yeah, True Bill. Also.
Oh, that was the one I was thinking about. True Bill.
Oh, I like Rocket Money because I have this whole astronaut space thing going on for me.
So Victor, you've been on way much longer, more years than I have.
Yeah.
How do you handle that kind of crap?
It doesn't bother me if I know it's not true. Like those who really know me, really support me, they know it's not true either. So why am I going to try and please people who don't like me by trying to prove that, it's not true when I already have my support team and everything here that they're like, yeah, just let that person talk. Like, we know you're not like that. We know you don't do that. So it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, and I guess it doesn't. It's not bothering from
like you're not losing sleep over it. It's just like, okay, well, why is this person doing this? Yeah.
Sleepover.
And then and I got all these new viewers from like all over the country. They're like, man, what's going on down there? Is that really what happens? Like, yeah, that's what happens on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do shit.
Stay out of South Texas, people, because evidently they have some issues down there. Stay the fuck out of Texas.
Because there's nothing to do in South Texas. Like,
I can honestly say, every time I've been to Texas, and I spent a year there 1 month.
A year there 1 month.
Yeah, I spent
time traveler.
Yeah, I spent the whole entire month of July there once.
Oh, okay.
And it felt like it was a fucking year. That's how long it felt like.
And in July of all the times,
all it did, and it was Houston. All it did was rain. Every time I step foot in the freaking state of Texas, it rains. Never fails.
Yeah.
Must have been hurricane season.
July.
Yeah.
July is not hurricane season.
Yeah, actually it is.
It is. In Texas, it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
All the way through
November?
September, October, I think.
I think the end of September.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And that's how I found my favorite restaurant, Saltgrass.
Oh yeah.
I love Saltgrass.
Oh. Hey, Lavina, Debbie, Beck, what's up?
But,
so then.
See, every time Beck goes to Houston, it rains too.
It's something about Houston.
Stay out of Houston.
So I know people have a problem with you as well.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. A lot of people hate me. People I don't even know.
Oh, I have haters too. I know I do.
Man, you got no haters, man.
Vanessa hates me.
Just one. That's all.
Vanessa hates me, and I do everything I can to love her and love on her and support her and lift her up and coddle her, but yet she hates me. I mean, what the fuck?
We've tried. I know she likes to throw around all this hate. Everybody hates her and all this. Yeah, okay. Everybody hates her.
I tell her she has beautiful hair. Yeah, her chi-chis are crooked and they look like lopsided footballs, but I mean, whose fault's that? I guess it happens when you smoke too much crack out of a glass pipe. I don't know.
Besides that, Bam got no haters.
Yeah, I got no haters. She hates me. And I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Anna speaks his mind. You don't care. I shouldn't care either.
Yeah, but everyone.
You know what? But there's so much. Say somebody you poked a bear like a lot, and And sometimes you come up with bullshit lies or whatever. I mean, at some point, yeah, some people don't say anything and they just let it go. But at some point, somebody's going to want to defend themselves and go, wait a minute, that's not true.
Yeah.
Speaking of bear. So, speaking of bear, did y'all hear that there's a black bear in Vermont that attacked a 10-year-old kid?
Oh, shit. No, I didn't.
Oh, damn, no.
Yeah, and Grandpa was in a wheelchair and kind of had like this metal pipe or something and threw it at the bear. And the neighbor came over and actually scared the bear, but they ended up killing the bear. State police came out and killed the bear. But the kid had bit his thigh and his leg and clawed his back, but he's doing good. He's in the hospital. He's not life-threatening.
Okay, good.
But I'm like, really? I mean, now we're dealing with bear attacks? But evidently, up in Vermont, they have a overabundance of bears.
Wow.
So if you need a bearskin rug, go to Vermont. It's going to be bear season soon.
Go do some bear wrestling.
Vermont, yeah, very exciting in Vermont. You never hear anybody, yeah, I went on vacation in Vermont. I don't know.
Right.
I've never heard that. Oh, look who's there.
It's like I'm going to Delaware for vacation.
Yeah, the bear was trying to drag the kid away to take him to lunch. Well, he was going to be lunch.
Yeah.
Poor kid.
Yeah, Wayne's World kind of joke about Delaware, right? Remember?
Yeah, you got that one.
Delaware.
I'm in Delaware.
Yeah. What's up, Isabel?
Isabella.
So, Isabel, how do you feel about these rumors going around and the things that people say?
Rumors.
Do tell.
I feel like Isabel really doesn't care. I feel like she might get a kick out of it, in a way, even though I see it as probably very disrespectful to her. But I feel Isabel's kind of hardcore.
Oh, look.
Somebody talks
Lavina loves me.
Somebody talks smack about my loved one. Yeah, that'll piss me off.
Yeah.
But, I know, but also they have a thing back and forth, too, for a long time. So
it's been going on for over a year already.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody just needs their ego stroked. That's all it is. Hey, Chuck.
What's up, Chuck? Yeah, I mean, does it get to you at all? Does it bother you at all?
No.
Isabel?
It used to, maybe like when it first started happening, and I was busy too worried about like, okay, how do I get this person to like me again, or how do I turn this person's opinion on me? Like, I don't have to.
That people's opinions bother you?
In the beginning, when like this first started and everything was new, it was all like, yeah, because I was like, okay, how do I fix this? But instead of chasing people who don't want to be a part of you, like, just open the door to new people. Like on my Facebook thing, I think I grew like 500 followers like in just this past week, and I didn't talk about drama at all. I was talking about making cupcakes with my daughter. I was talking about like movies. I was talking about these things, and like there's so many more people out there. Like you shouldn't want to have to like chase people who have already been here and left.
Right.
That's the way I see it. And
when you first get into this,
yeah,
you really do want to like please everybody.
Yeah, in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah, but eventually you learn, you know what? If you do that, you're going to waste a lot of your time on something that you can't really control.
Well, something must be wrong with me, because when I first started doing shows with you, I didn't want to please anybody. I really fucking care less. But then again, that's me.
You're a special breed, Bam. That's why.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I am a special Carl.
Yeah, and and it's true. You can't please everyone.
You can't.
Somebody's always going to get triggered. But for somebody to come after you, and then they want to fuck with your livelihood.
Yeah,
and then why this is how they're going to make their living.
Yeah, and then why are you going to let like one or two people like bother you when on the other side you have 10, 20 people that like what you're doing? Like, why aren't you worried about pleasing them? Like, why are you trying to please someone who doesn't want anything to do with you, someone who bashes you? So that's why I just focus on like the people who are there, who do like my content, who do want to talk about.
I'm talking about the other part of this, where let's say you have a disagreement with somebody, whoever, doesn't matter.
All right, it's happened.
Of course.
Just because you have a disagreement, do you want to go and take their page down and have them lose their revenue and all that stuff?
No.
Like,
that goes back to schoolyard tactics. Like, if I can't have this toy, no one could have it, and stuff like that. Like with Jaime, me and him had a period where he would, speak about me. I spoke about him, and off camera we talked about it, and now we're, I don't say anything bad about him. He doesn't say anything bad about me, and there's just that, little bit of professionalism, like to where we know how to treat each other, even though we have different content. It's like,
now, I think the last time I seen you and Jaime together, are you still there?
Oh, I'm also here. My camera's acting up.
Okay. Jaime was asking you if you liked twinks.
Oh yeah, that was a very weird episode for me.
I bet it was because
I saw Victor squirming.
Wait a second. Is Double D a heterosexual? Why the hell is Jaime trying to ask him about gay stuff?
Yeah, it was an interesting one. It was a little different. People were messaging me. My wife even came and opened the door at one point, saying things are getting really weird in here. But I mean, that's his character, It didn't bother me. Like, I'm extremely comfortable with my sexuality, so I'll answer like any kind of questions regarding that stuff.
No, but there was something that you didn't want to answer, and I forget what it was. But you were like, "Yeah, I'm not going to answer that."
Oh, I think it was the twink thing, because he's like, "I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to answer."
No, I think there was a question about like, there we go, about like certain things that happen in the bedroom. I was like, no, that's like, don't kiss and tell, don't share that kind of private stuff about your life. But yeah, that's when I started like, I'm not gonna answer any questions. Like, this doesn't really need to be out there. But I like Jaime. Like, he's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, he is. Oh yeah, and he asked if you were a top or a bottom.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, what do you care?
Yeah, it was all entertaining, like entertainment. Like, I think in private, like, we wouldn't ask each other those questions, but people in the comments were liking it. People were laughing. I was like, I'll keep entertaining. All
right, Kate, I'll go ahead and answer that question.
Remember, hey, it's not even 10 o'clock yet on a Monday night.
So a twink is,
we're working on a different time zone.
Yeah, a twink is a skinny little guy that is extremely good looking. But the whole point is that they're skinny, they're young looking, and everybody desires them. And usually they are on some sort of drug, and we call them twinked out twinks. Tweaked out twinks.
Okay, now according to the Urban Dictionary.
Well, because I heard when I was going to school in high school, there is a different use for that word twink, so that's why I was kind of confused.
Okay, a twink is usually considered a homosexual male with attractive boyish qualities.
Yeah.
So like a young-looking guy. Very young-looking guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skinny, young. Yeah.
Typically from the ages of 18 to 25, often thought of as a young, white, fashionable male.
Yeah.
I don't get where the association with the twink and that come together.
Well, because a twink usually is 9 times out of 10 they're bottoms, and the tops are turning them into Twinkies.
I get it now.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man, you should have been here for Ask Bam Anything that night.
I was in the comment section. I was asking questions.
Really?
Yeah, I think you answered one of my questions.
Oh, okay.
It's because I have a friend who does drag, and does get hit on a lot, does get approached by a lot of men, but he tells me that a lot of them are, straight married men. So that's when I asked you, I was like, do you think there's a lot of, like straight men that secretly do want to have this kind of experience with someone?
I do remember the question now.
Yeah. So I just wanted to see, because I've heard it from that person. I just wanted to hear like your opinion, see if it was just that one time.
Yeah, definitely.
And I still have to do one of those Ask Manny Anything nights. I haven't done one yet.
I think you're afraid of the questions.
Not afraid of them. Just not necessarily as open as you are, an open book as you are.
So it'll be like Ask Manny almost anything.
Almost anything.
I refuse to answer that. Or I'm not going to answer that.
You're allowed like 5 passes.
How many? 5? Yeah.
5 passes.
I'll answer stuff. I'll answer. I will. I know. Okay. Somebody asked something about masturbation that night. Remember?
Yep.
And they asked me, and I said I'm not going to answer that. But I only did that just to leave people in suspense. I would have answered that. I would have. So what?
So dry or lotion?
Don't need lotion. Self-lubricating.
So dry.
Yeah.
What? See, this is where I'm lost again.
You're lost?
This is how you know how sheltered I was growing up.
Self-lubricating. Come on.
Okay, so when you masturbate, do you use lotion or no lotion?
I don't masturbate.
At all? Get out of here.
It's been a very long time.
Okay, so when you did, I mean, don't tell me I was the only one with the Sears catalog open and,
Sears?
I didn't use Sears catalog.
Oh, yeah. When I was like little, I used the Sears the bra section.
Like 12?
Yeah.
The only thing I would have is like the Sears Christmas catalog, but that was like for a whole other reason.
Oh, hey, let me tell you, what's that lingerie shop in Hollywood?
Fredericks
of Hollywood. When that catalog came out, I
don't even know what that is.
I liked the male version of that. It was called
I was in heaven.
God, what was it called? I can't remember the male version, but they had some sexy guys in their underwear showing things. Some of those underwear you could see through and see everything too.
Here you go.
I was just about to highlight that question.
I had a rumor that when you were on Real Politics, Manny, that you had a little crush on VT. True or no? That is not true. I've never had a crush on Vanessa, ever. This is all about views and programming, and it's fascinating. A crush? No. My little co-host at the time liked to talk a lot of smack, like talk a lot of shit for his benefit. I had no interest at all, ever in Vanessa. And if I did, I'd say, yeah, you know what, I had a little crush here and there, or whatever. But
I got a crush on her.
You got a crush on her? That's why you're gonna get her tattooed on you.
Man,
that's why I'm putting her face on my ass. I wonder if she knows that. I wonder if she knows that I said that I'm going to tattoo her face on my ass.
I'm sure she does.
She hasn't addressed it yet.
Probably just doesn't want to give attention to it.
Right, that's exactly right.
I can't wait till she sees her face on my ass.
Make it your profile pic in case she goes to your Facebook page again.
Nobody's gonna know. All they're gonna see is like a portrait, a tattoo portrait, until they click on the picture.
Are you? When
you guys
tattoo, like, is it gonna be like a detailed? Is it gonna be like a cartoonish?
It's gonna be a decent tattoo. I mean, it's not gonna be anything tacky or ugly. But I mean, you're not gonna know it's my ass because, well, my ass is big enough. I mean, you're not gonna see crack or cheek or any. I mean,
there's a lot of real estate there.
It's just gonna look like skin. But trust me when I say it will be my ass.
Yeah, Roman lied about that after you broke up. Yeah, I know. Lied about a lot of stuff.
Hey, Taylor, congratulations on passing that test today.
And then there was stuff that we spoke about that was like in confidence between guys, like stuff that you're just not going to repeat to somebody else.
Okay,
but he did.
Funny.
And they let that stuff out. They're like, all right, I see. So to this day, if I see him out on the street, I will bitch slap him for sure. So.
Oh, that was the other host, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who you bitch slapping?
And somebody can go and run with that. Tell that. I don't care. No, that's cool. No issues at all.
I'm surprised I never heard that. I felt like that would have been something I heard about.
Which part?
That you might have had a crush on her, like that whole rumor thing.
You know, okay, this came about because when I first didn't know who she was,
Mm-hmm.
and we had the idea of bringing her on the show. Let's interview her. She's a political candidate, right? Well, let's interview her. And I was the one tasked to go make contact and call her up, and then she responded. And before I knew her, and she was on TV all over the place, on the internet, you know, doing all the interviews. And I was like, hey, she's famous. Oh shit! I talked to a celebrity. I said that jokingly to Roman. Of course, he ran with that.
Yeah.
And oh man, he's got a crush. He's starstruck or whatever. It's like, man, at the time, perhaps I was for a few minutes,
Maybe a little starstruck.
for a couple days or whatever. And then once you realize what the deal is there, then you're like, oh yeah.
I got starstruck once.
Oh yeah, where'd you get struck at?
Well, it was in
Struck you?
Cincinnati. Bernadette Peters was flying out on us, and I happen to have a thing for Bernadette Peters. I like her. I mean, I've seen her in a lot of movies, and I really enjoy her. Well, I got so starstruck, I screwed up, and after I had my picture taken with her and got her autograph, I thanked her, and I said, "Well, thank you, Valerie." The only thing I could think of was Valerie Bertinelli and that stupid commercial for her weight loss thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept on calling her Valerie. And here it is, fucking Bernadette Peters. And I kept on thinking it was Valerie Bertinelli.
I don't think I've ever been starstruck.
Hey Taylor, congrats. You know what was sad? I was starstruck. I saw Shaq walking with Coolio.
Rest in peace.
This was in LA at the what's that electronic show? CES?
Yeah, C3E3.
Yeah, and that was back in 95 or 96, something like that.
And I've always wanted to go there.
And that was awesome to watch them.
Oh yeah, I have been starstruck. I got it. Since I'm a big like Power Ranger fan, when I got to meet like the original one.
Hey, congrats, Taylor. Good job. Good job.
This was a little starstruck moment that I keep here on my desk now.
You don't have that enclosed, like in a glass box or something? What do you call those?
Nah.
Acrylic case?
I got way too many helmets. It would cost so much to like seal them all up.
The rumors about podcasters and all that. Oh yeah, those are absolutely there. I'm surprised she hasn't submitted photos for a tattoo. You know what? We should ask her.
Has the folder ready to go.
We should ask her. Is there a particular image you would like for Bam to use? No, she ain't gonna want nothing under that. That's for sure. She's not gonna agree to that.
Probably not.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, I'll take some more Ask Manny Easy questions if you want. While we're here, I'll do a few right now if you want.
So here's me and Valerie Bertinelli. Okay, that's Bernadette Peters. Not Valerie Bertinelli.
Is that really her? It looks like one of those posters.
Yeah, it looks like a cardboard.
No, that's right her. And if you look right back here, that is her assistant. What the hell was her name? Pat. No, not Pat.
It's Pat.
God, I can't think of her name. I just thought I just had her name in my head last week because I was thinking of the same this day last week. And right over my shoulder was my supervisor. And I'm like, you couldn't cover for me when I said, thank you, Valerie. And you could have said, thank you. You're welcome.
I saw Van Halen in person, like up close. Like that was pretty cool. I was pretty starstruck. Like I'm a guitar player, so it was pretty amazing to see like Eddie Van Halen just there.
Yeah, actually, Valerie Bertinelli was married to Eddie Van Halen.
That's what made me think about it.
Really?
Yeah, and their kid's name is Wolfgang.
Wolfgang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then towards the end of like Eddie's life, like his son was touring with him and playing the bass for the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's made me think of Van Halen. I was like, yeah.
Oh man. Well, I suppose I'll save that for another day. Nobody wants to ask me. Nobody wants to ask me anything. So
I think you need to like
you know what I told
promote
Roland?
it for a few days. Like have it like a week long, like every day as a reminder to everyone.
Well, I don't know what happened with the BAM thing. I was expecting a bigger turnout.
I thought it was great.
Boosting
Like,
it for a whole week. I thought there'd be more, but then I thought, maybe it was too late. Maybe it was done too late. Midnight was too late.
It was
You know,
probably
it was a
too
weekend.
late.
Yeah.
It was probably too late.
Yeah, but I mean, I was commenting and like my comment would just like disappear so quick because it looked busy in the comment section.
Yeah, I mean, the scroll was, or the chat was scrolling really fast.
Yeah.
But as far as people-wise, I think we only had like maybe 50 people.
That's still a good turnout.
Yeah, I mean, it still was fun. It was good.
Yeah.
Vic, you have anything? You do a show recently, or you got anything coming up?
I was gonna do a show tonight. Maybe I'll do one a little bit later after I make dinner. Just covering the news. There's like some big news with like a famous live streamer that we've actually talked about before on your show, and like some new stuff came out about her. I don't know. Remember we talked about that live streamer that would sell her bath water and she would sell her farts in a jar and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so how the hell do you sell a fart in a jar? Because all you're gonna get is just air.
I don't know, but she still made like almost $1 million off of her farts.
I mean, unless you take like fart spray and spray it in a jar and close it up.
Well, I don't know, like that. She would fart in it and put like a lock of her hair in there. And if you paid for like a certain tier, like you could request for her to eat something before she makes her jar for you.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, it was insane, but she did OnlyFans, made like 1.4 million a month for over a year. She's like one of the biggest live streamers. And it came out that she admitted on stream that she's been married this whole time. Oh, and her husband has been forcing her and like abusing and threatening her to continue these live streams, continue selling bath water for his own like personal gain.
Huh.
So have you guys seen this going on today? It was on the news today. I think it happened yesterday and overnight.
No.
You guys don't know about this, the milk thing?
No, I do not.
Really? Okay. Check this out. Check this out. So this group of activists are going into grocery stores and just opening up containers of milk and just spilling them all over the place.
Because they have issues with cows or what?
Vegan eco warriors pour milk on. This store is called Self Fridge. Two vegan activists poured milk all over the floor to flood the halls at Fort blah blah blah. Part of their campaign for a plant-based future. What I don't get is why is nobody stepping in and beating the crap out of these people?
I mean, it could just be like pure shock. Like, is this really happening right now?
I mean, if I'm an HEB,
you guys know what privilege is. People think they can get away with anything and do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, toss off now. Bugger off. Now you've done your damage. Arrest him.
It's like if I'm at HEB and I see this going on, I'm going to step in and just stop it. Fucking whatever. Beat the crap out of bitch slap them, beat the crap out of them, or push them out the door and send them on their way. Nobody does anything. Everybody's just here watching. letting all that happen. Like, what the hell?
Oh, look, I sent you the link for that one up there on the top corner about the protesters at the Van Gogh exhibit.
Oh man!
Oh, the one with the ketchup.
Yeah, or I think it was like tomato soup or something.
Something like that.
On the paint.
And then they super glued their hands to the wall. I mean, how stupid can you be?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was.
That's okay because the paintings were behind glass. Like the paintings are fine. Like.
This is what
climate activists who threw soup at over Vincent van Gogh's famous Sunflowers painting.
I love
that. In the London court on charges of criminal damages. So there was no real damage to the painting itself. Thank goodness.
Yeah, it was protected.
The two women were protesting as part of the campaign.
These people have a problem with the sunflower.
Just Stop Oil, and pleaded not guilty at the Westminster. And I was watching him do this. I'm like, the whole milk thing bothered me because everybody's just standing around. Nobody's stopping him. Nobody's just stepping in.
Well, because in today's world, everything could just be a viral video. Like they could have been doing this for YouTube, and people are just watching it. They don't see it as like a major thing anymore.
Well,
there was a YouTube like trend for a while where people would just go get milk and slam it on the floor and run outside.
Well, speaking of viral YouTubers, y'all remember that person probably about a year ago who was a boy, and he goes, "Oh, I identify myself as a Korean." So he goes to Bangkok and he has all this surgery to look like a Korean and to live like a Korean.
Oh yeah,
I remember that dude. Yeah.
Okay, well now he was just in the news last week. Read an article on him. He's going back to Bangkok and having surgery to turn back into a boy because he does not want to be a Korean woman anymore.
So apparently there's a lot of that going on. What do they call it? Reversal of gender reassignment, reversal or something?
Yeah, so my thing is, once you have your Holy Trinity whacked and turned into a china closet, and then you want to go back to a Holy Trinity again, does it work the same? I mean, is it going to be the same?
Yeah.
I mean, first off, you're not right in your head to want to have it removed until you've gone through years and years of a situation with a psych doctor.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only time it should be done. After a psychiatric doctor says, okay, yep, you are mentally prepared for this surgery. Not in today's society, it's like, oh, you want to become a woman? Okay, we'll go have the surgery done. Well, 3 years later, you're like, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I want to be a boy.
Well, it used to be that you'd have to go a psych evaluation that would last like 2 years.
Yeah.
You would have to prove that you lived as a woman for at least 2 years or something.
They need to go back to that because the way they have it now is not right.
And the real problem now is that they're allowing freaking little kids to have gender reassignment or whatever they have.
Puberty blockers and everything. And then you have this woman in Virginia or West Virginia, I can't remember which. It's against the law to not support your LGBTQ plus child. It's child abuse, and you have to support them if wanting gender reassignment, and you have to pay for it whether you support it or not. It's like, how the hell is that child abuse? You're protecting that child from a mistake.
Yeah, like once the child's like above 18 and they still feel that, they could go through the whole they need to understand how big it is.
Even then,
just,
18, I don't think is a good age, because here you have Mr. Korean guy. He's well into his 30s and he's like, oh, I'm a Korean. I identify as a Korean. Well, now you want to be an American boy again. Okay, obviously you weren't ready.
Yeah.
But yet our government is shoving it down our throat because of the woke generation.
Yeah, there's
Isabel's back.
Many problems with this country, and these problems are all brought on by radical liberals.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna say liberals. I'm gonna say radical liberals.
Radical.
Kate likes my analogy of the Holy Trinity. You know what I was talking about there, right, Kate?
Yeah, the whole mill thing bothered me. It's like, and the same thing when people are getting beat up, all this crime going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's video footage everywhere of people getting randomly just sucker punched or beat up or whatever. But nobody steps in to help. Everybody just wants to sit there and freaking record.
Yeah, I think y'all call them tidbits down there in the down under. Tidbits.
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
The thing hanging between your legs. The Holy
Bit.
Trinity.
I thought it was just bits and
Tidbits. Bits and bits and bits and bits.
Bits and twigs and berries or something. What
Twigs and berries.
Austin
Junk.
Powers said it.
Isabel wants to know if she could call in.
Who wants to call in?
Isabel.
All right, let me set this up with you guys tap dance for a second.
Well, all right, I'll tap dance with you, but then I'm going off to bed because I got to get up early.
How early do you get up?
I got to get up at 4.
Ooh, I'll still be up at 4.
Oh,
I usually don't go to bed till like 10 a.m.
seriously?
Yeah, I'm a vampire.
But then you sleep until what? 8 p.m. at night?
No, I'll sleep from maybe 10 to 3 when I need to go pick up my daughter from school.
That's not a lot of sleep, dude.
I've been doing it for years. I like, there'll be one day out of the week, like one of my days off, to where yeah, I'll sleep maybe like 10 hours, 11 hours.
Okay, so I mean, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay, yeah, I kind of figured you were young. So I'm going to teach you something that I learned a long time ago. Okay,
Mhm.
Candle.
Yeah.
Guess what? Nothing else left to burn there.
Yeah, it used to be a lot worse, so I think that's why I'm okay with it now. Because it used to be to where I would work, 12 hours at night, sleep 3 hours, and then have to, go and, take care of my daughter.
That's not good. That's
Like
not
that,
good.
I was doing that for like 8 years, and that's when I was like, okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's not
Now I only work like 3 days, maybe 4 days a week, so like there's a lot more time for me just to rest and sleep like throughout the day, like take little power naps and stuff.
All
But
right.
like,
Isabel will be joining us in a few minutes.
awesome.
good. Ping pong. The ping pong balls. I'm thinking of that stupid movie. Oh God, it just escaped me.
Ping pong
It
movie.
was General Zod. They did a movie. Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. There it was. General Zod was in that stupid movie, and Adam was talking about his uncle's ping pongs getting stuck in the drain.
Hi, Rose.
That was filmed in Australia.
Family jewels package, wedding tackle.
Wedding tackle.
Wedding tackle. I heard Austin Powers say wedding tackle.
Yeah,
I think he said twigs and 2 berries. That's what he said.
yeah, twigs and berries, wedding tackle, trouser snake. He had like so many different names.
Tube steak. I like the Holy Trinity myself.
I've never heard that one, but I'm gonna start using that one.
The Holy Trinity.
You know where I got that one from?
Where's that one from?
That was another movie. Have you ever seen Glory with Ellen Green in it?
No, I have not.
And it was John Boy from the Waltons.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's only on VHS if you can ever find it, but it's an amazing one because Ellen Green, and she has a phenomenal voice, great singer. She talked about she was sexually abused, and she said, well, my uncle was a preacher, and he tried to teach me the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. And she goes, but the Holy Trinity he would try to teach me about was the one between his legs. So that's where I got that one from.
That's a new one. I want to use it and see if anyone ever gets that reference.
All right, we have a guest here.
All right, well, guys, I'm gonna run off to bed because I'm extremely tired and I got to get up early.
All right,
All right.
Bam. Have a good night, bud.
Good night, everybody. Hasta luego. One planet, one people.
Later.
Later.
And joining us now is Isabel Martinez.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Hey,
How's it
Isabel.
Bam, where are you going? I love you.
Bam's got to get up at like the crack of dawn.
I heard him. I heard him. Yeah, it's all good. How are you guys doing?
Good,
Doing
good. Yeah,
good.
we were talking about. I did, and like I said, it didn't bother me as in I was offended by it. I was asked about it. I mean, the first rumor was that you paid me cash in order for me to unblock you. All right.
Right.
I don't know if you
Right.
heard that one, but that's why I called you
Definitely.
yesterday. I called you yesterday going, hey, where's my money? Where's my money? And then the one after that was the nastier one. And I mean, you know what it is, right?
Yeah, I definitely heard it.
Yeah.
But you can go ahead and tell everybody so they can be in the loop.
Oh, they heard. They all heard. There was the rumor. They were trying to say, oh, he's doing sexual favors for Manny. That's why he unblocked her.
Right. Ofrecida. She used that term again. Ofrecida.
Whether it's just sensationalism or whatever. I mean, does that bother you really? I mean, I know you. I'm guessing you just whatever. You guys have been going back and forth for a long time.
Yeah, I'm pretty used to it. Like I said, I like that she displays who she really is. She really puts her character out there, and there's no hiding with her. So when there's the racist that's kind of secretive. Nope, she puts it all out there. She's gonna give you what she is, and that's what I kind of like about her. Only because she lets everybody else know what a piece of shit she is. But yeah, I did hear her this morning, and she was again, like you mentioned, trying to convince everybody in her cult that I'm paying you, to unblock me. And it's like, no, we've already talked about this, and you have your reasons for blocking me and unblocking me, and we come down to the reason that you're blocking me is because you're being told something, right? And it's definitely lies. And you get into it, you do your little research, and you find out, like, okay, like she was doing absolutely nothing. In the comments, I'm cordial. I try to be as cordial as possible.
Sometimes when you were blocked, I mean, you were instigating. Don't say you weren't instigating. You did cause a little ruckus here and there yourself. You know you did.
Yeah, and I own up to that. But they, like, for instance, Annette Gonzalez, she says, how is Isabel Martinez on all the platforms and yada, yada, yada? Well, lady, be cordial, be nice, have some valuable input. Anybody will allow you on their platform. Now she wants to follow Ofelia Moreno. Okay, Ofelia Moreno is going to tell you what to do, where to go, who to see, who to support. She's not going to let you on any other platforms in it. So you got to leave that lady in order to just, be yourself, because you've totally, how would I say, you become somebody else, Annette Gonzalez. You're no longer your intellectual, vibrant self. You're now like a piece of shit, like Ofelia Moreno. You speak like her, your mannerisms, you've taken over her personality, basically. And I mean, now it's like people are finding out who you really are, and that's it, Annette. You're just a piece of shit.
Well, going back to these rumors that are said, I mean, they really don't bother you at all. I mean, you don't like, ugh, now what are they saying?
No, because like I mentioned, Ofelia before with Baby Yoda, and she knows who he is because she's cried over him. With Baby Yoda, she said the same thing. She said that I was offering myself to that man. And we cleared things up, and we got to the bottom of it, and she's definitely came out to be the liar. She came out to be the liar, and everybody knows that. She just talks a lot of crap, and that's basically what her content is just talking crap about like yourself. What does she not want you to monetize? She doesn't want you to monetize. She doesn't want you to do your successful raffles, which, by the way, congratulations on your successful raffles.
Yeah, we just shipped the Apple Watch. I just shipped it this morning, so they'll get that in a few days.
Yeah, she does nothing like that for her people. All she does is use her money on alcohol, and gambling, and that's all she is. That's all she stands for. She stands for nothing positive in this world. So it doesn't really affect me what she says. Really, it's just entertaining. And if anybody out like you all, if y'all have platforms, you're gonna let me speak my opinion, I'm down for it.
I always have, even when they wanted me to block you and get rid of you. And I mean, it was my platform. I could do what I want. Those people could block who they want. Like I could block who I want too.
She thinks she's the boss of everybody. I mean, she literally calls herself mommy. Like, what is that?
I just don't understand I mean, okay, granted, you guys been going back and forth, and you say what you say, and she'll say what she says, and you guys just perpetually just go at it. I just don't understand how. I mean, just your mere presence. Even if you didn't say anything, like if you said hello or something, it'd be like, oh crap, here we go, and everybody's like, oh shit, here we go with the comments or whatever.
Exactly.
And I don't understand that. I don't get it. It's like. And I know people say, "Oh, well, she was on that platform. She was on this platform. She was like." To me, it's like, yeah. So what? I mean, there's a lot of people, and even people that are followers of theirs. I mean, they're here all the time, and they're on other pages. I see them on other pages.
Same thing on yours.
And a lot of them tell me, don't say anything. I'm a silent viewer. Don't say anything. And I'm not going to say anything because I don't screw people over like that. So I wouldn't say. And they tell me their real names and stuff. Oh, I'm watching anyway. You know, I know that they don't want me to, but I'm grateful for that. I'm sorry you have to live like that, but I don't understand. It's like anybody can watch whatever the heck they want. I've never said don't go watch so and so or don't do this or don't do that. Like,
but Ofelia Moreno does. She wants to control
it. Over
here
and watch. She can't come back over here or some stuff like that. Like.
Exactly. Quédate allá. Quédate allá. Like, what is that, lady? Like, we could watch anybody we want. We're grown adults. But what I really want to know about Annette, or what I really want to ask her is, like, why is she so upset at me? Why is she so upset? Like, so what if I'm anonymous? Is she mad because she's not doxing me? If she can't possibly find out who my employer is? Like, what is it that she wants from me?
Is it? I don't know. The thing I kept hearing is, I kept hearing the same thing over and over, that you're on this platform, you're on that platform, that you're on all the platforms socializing.
But what does that matter?
I don't understand that either.
Like I said, I try to be cordial. I don't know. You got a larger following, and I don't know everybody on here. I mean, for example, Lavina, I think we've traded a couple of comments, and it's like, okay, cool, Lavina, awesome, you know? But it's like any other platform, like for example, in Digital's platform, I used to be able to say hello to Nadia. And now it's like, Nadia, really? You joined the cult mentality? Like, you're really gonna go ahead and say rude remarks about my kid because he's African American? Like, what is the deal with the whole get your kid a grill brush? Why would my kid need a grill brush, Nadia? Like, we used to be able to say hello, like I said, in Digital's platform, but now because she's been so brainwashed by her cult leader, she's she can't even say anything to me anymore.
So will this is something, as far as you're concerned, it will never get squashed or never get settled or never say, look, why don't we start over from zero? This is, start fresh. I don't think any apologies would come from either side, but would there be at any point where you'd bury the hatchet and go, you know what? All right, let's see. We'll start over right now. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, we can definitely reset this, Manny. Like I mentioned to you, all they have to do is act like adults and apologize. You have a conversation, you apologize, you move forward. But that's never going to happen because Ronya uses us for content. That's all she does. So if she has no content, she has no show, she has no viewers. And if you notice, most of the people commenting on her comments on her live, they all encourage the way she acts. Like, they encourage the hate, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, they really go after your job. They go after your family, your kids. I mean, they got that mentality. So that's all that they thrive off of. Really, is that bully mentality.
She's not the only one that does that. And I know other people do that as well. I don't get that. I don't agree with that. I don't get it. What the fascination is with that, or what they think that they're going to do.
And as far as me, like continuing, I'm going to continue being a spectator, because as long as these people keep on putting their lives out there, we're going to continue critiquing them. And that's what we do basically on the other platform. We critique them. That's all we do. Just like you all critique BT on this one, that's what we do with her on that one. So it's like, she's taken so much of a form of Vanessa Tijerina, like her mannerisms, her, just everything, the way she panhandles online. I mean, BT is Ofelia Moreno, and Ofelia Moreno is Vanessa Tijerina.
Okay, so I gotta ask you a question. And I'm not putting Jaime down. Jaime, it's not nothing against you. But were you serious when you said you called Jaime a humanitarian? Somebody sent me that Snapchat.
He definitely cares for his cats, okay? So I mean, he shows love. He shows love out there. He does things for the community. I don't know if you know this, but he's spoken out for I believe there was a coach out there in the Mercedes School District that molested one of the children. So he was an advocate for that. Like, he spoke up for that child and many others, I believe. So
yeah, he was going to school
even though he's
that and everything.
Big goofball. Yeah, even though he's a big goofball, he's freaking awesome. Like, he really uses his voice for the better of the people. He really rises up and stands up for the occasion, just like he does when every time he puts on that wig and that lipstick, and he just goes out there. And he just gives us a great freaking show. Like, that's what I see him doing, that he's standing up for the people. And yeah, I did call him a humanitarian. And I'm all about being good to people. You know what I mean? However, on the same token, if you're going to be a piece of shit, well, we're going to critique you.
Now, I have heard on the Peacock's page. I mean, they also do help a lot of people. I always hear cash going to somebody. Somebody needs money. Somebody needs,
and that's great.
Whatever, or help with a bill or food, and they're always getting together and pooling the cash and then helping out people. So I know that I've seen that happen.
And it's very selective. It's very selective, let me tell you, Manny, because there's favoritism over there. There's favoritism. There's peacocks that ask for help. Like, for example, Nadia Villarreal, she asked for help for the light bill, and she was turned over to a church. She was told to go over to find resources. And it's like, lady, it's embarrassing enough that she's coming to you on her knees, begging for money for the light, just to keep the lights on at her house so she could continue cooking her foods, and she's a great cafeteria lady, yet you're going to send her over to a church? Like, how embarrassing is that? Like, she's even being a racist just for you, and you're still going to send her to a church? That's embarrassing. The other day, she put out a family saying that she couldn't help them because she didn't have enough proof. This family was asking for help because they were homeless, Manny. They were homeless, the kids living out of the car, and she shunned them. I think she even blocked them. But yeah, they have their moments. They have their moments.
I know that some people have asked, they come to my page to ask, and some stories are just way out there, and I can't just start displaying everybody's Cash App or somebody's Cash App just because they say they're hungry, because I don't know if the story is true or not.
Right.
And I can't just, sure, flash your Cash App or whatever. And in that situation, I mean, the same thing happened with the little bit of time that I was covering Marvin McRae, Dre McRae, all that story.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted his mother, his birth mother, or grandmother, maybe it was his grandmother, to raise money so she could go visit him across the country. And they were saying, "Can you display your Cash App? Can you display your Cash App?" but I didn't know if it was real or not. And then it turns out in the next couple of weeks, like 4 different Cash Apps turned up.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if it was real. That's why I just decided not to even display it, because you just don't know. You just don't know if somebody's just trying to pull a fast one.
Yeah, and it does get misused a lot, Manny. But like, for instance, Ofelia Moreno had this birthday club, and I thought it was fantastic and, well, great if you're participating in it, you know? But then all of a sudden that, you know, around the time that, you know, all of this happened, all the drama, she accuses me of taking advantage of the birthday club. And it's like, lady, I wasn't even in the birthday club. Like, come on, look in your little handy dandy notebook or whatever. She had a notebook of who was involved in the birthday club. And it's like, wow, like, no. But it's just lies after lies after lies. Yeah.
Isabel, turn down. You got the show open on your browser or something, and the echo's coming real bad. There.
Oh my God.
No, but I do remember the birthday club. I thought that was like an awesome idea. But I do know that there were some individuals who would just throw their name in there to try and like get some easy money, and they wouldn't contribute. So I get why she stopped that. I know there's like even people who would like try and take advantage of, you know, the peacocks and everything by just trying to scam money out of them. So I get why she might be a little more selective now, because she wants to make sure it's going to actual followers, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and I get that. Here's Gene. Hi, Gene. Gene is contradicting it. Wrong again. We sent money to everyone who wants to be in the birthday club. Then you wanted cash. And I don't know. I think a birthday club is not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's definitely a lie. Gene, I didn't want your cash. I don't want anybody's cash. Okay, so I don't know where she came up with that. So, yeah.
Again, I don't know those details of how those situations worked. All I can say is I have heard of the instances where she does help or send people cash. Sometimes just even if it's $20 or $30 or whatever it is.
Yeah, no, I've heard of the peacocks like coming together and helping each other out, and like that's great. That's what a community should be. Like, I don't hate them for that. I don't.
And you know what? Just real quick with Gene Nethery, I don't know if y'all want to mute your mics while I'm talking, so that way it doesn't echo. I tried muting my mic, that way it doesn't echo. But yeah, with that Gene Nethery, I'm not gonna talk smack, but I am gonna talk smack. That lady sticks up for Ofelia like you wouldn't believe. And you know what they did to her? They made that lady cry. Her sister is gay, and she called in and she was crying, and she was telling those ladies, can you please stop bashing Jaime? You know, because they were calling him all these homophobic names.
Yeah, I don't want to get into this right now.
Yeah, definitely. All I'm saying is, Gene Nethery, just come on. Like, no, Gene Nethery. Just go somewhere else with that.
Yeah, so
but
back to
yeah.
So when you hear talk like that, oh, she was on her knees, or oh, she gave money or whatever. I mean, that doesn't, maybe they're trying to trigger you. That doesn't bother you?
No. No, it definitely doesn't bother me. Like I said, I'm used to them talking crap because that's all they do over there on that side. But like I said, we're not going to stop critiquing her as long as she has her show. So, I mean, I think it's kind of like they only come over to read the comments just to have content type of thing, you know. So it doesn't bother me. It's entertainment. It is cheap entertainment, is what I call it.
Show business, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, listen, thanks for you calling in, and you said what you had to say, and
let me just say, fuck Annette Gonzalez.
All right.
Fucking nasty ass bitch. Bye. Bye, guys.
Wrong one. There you go.
Okay, and then there were two.
All right. Well, I don't know. I'm just sick of all this.
My alter ego is Batman.
Batman.
Yeah, Robin over there.
Yeah, I didn't need that last. Hang on a second. Hold on a second.
But yeah, like supporters are, creators only as strong as their supporters. So if you have strong supporters, cool, that's awesome. Really shouldn't be putting anyone down just because they follow a certain person. Like I said, there's room for everybody here. It would be better if a lot of people understood that everyone fighting for 20 followers here, 50 viewers here, and all that, when there's like billions of people in the world that you could try and reach out to, rather than playing tug of war with the same ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I didn't want this to turn into like a whole like Ophelia video, because I feel like that just stirs the pot even more and stuff like that. Like we're just talking about rumors in general.
Yeah, and I don't want that. The whole last part where I'm not. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of that, and we'll take care of that. So anyway, and then there was two, like you said. I just don't. It's too bad that people don't like somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And I lost some followers because of that.
Oh, I've been there too, man.
You know what? But that's okay, because it's my page, and I'll have who I want, or I'll block who I need to. And people will get blocked.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be because I or my mods are going to block them. And sometimes I've overruled and I've been wrong. And sometimes I overruled, and so far it's okay. But then ultimately it's up to me, and some of that would happen tonight. Just now, yeah, I'm not good with that. So, again, I don't know. I like to think, I like to be transparent. At the same time, I'm told, well, they don't have to know everything. You don't have to tell people anything. You don't have to explain yourself. And like, I don't know. Every once in a while, I feel like not that I need to. I just want to.
Yeah, like just air it out.
You don't have to explain to anybody anything ever. I can just do what I'm doing. And unfortunately, her closing statements there, I was not a fan of that. Bummer that. Anyway, the next raffle is going to be, I hope, later this week. We're trying to figure out what item to do. I know eventually.
I was going to ask, you know what the item's going to be? Like, I might be curious about something. As long as it's an Apple product.
One of them is going to be some kind of Ring doorbell security system with a camera or two cameras, or some kind of little package like that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the what is that Nintendo thing called? I talked about
the Switch.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Thought about that, since people are gonna buy gifts for their kids or stuff, and that's one thing. We're also thinking about smaller items. A bunch of gift cards, maybe $25 for here for this or that, or Amazon or Target or whatever. I don't know. I have to see how those work. I don't like when they add fees.
Mm-hmm.
To every time you make a transaction, they take $1 out or whatever, and then you don't really get the full effect. So
I'm thinking about doing some movie tickets on my channel, like just something simple that I can hand out 5 sets of tickets to people rather than just one big gift for one person, just so there's more winners.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out in the next day or two. That's what I'm going to be working on. I'd like to start the raffle Wednesday, Thursday, maybe wrap it up Friday, Saturday, something like that.
Yeah.
And then eventually working down towards closer to Christmas, maybe have the bigger ticket item. And one of them is we're thinking about some Apple bigger ticket items. You can imagine what those might be. Higher cost for the ticket, but it's going to be fewer tickets sold.
And I'm excited for that Switch. I need a second one. Me and my daughter fight over our one that we have.
Man, those things are like this big. I didn't know they were so expensive.
Well, they're cool because you could dock it and the screen goes to the TV, so you can just sit back and play with a controller. So it's basically like two little systems, like a mobile gaming system.
Yeah, I know nothing of what you just said. I have no idea what that means.
No, that's more.
I told Ben what I told him yesterday, the day before, the last video game I ever played or hooked up was Atari.
Oh man, no, I'm still playing. I'm still playing video games like on my nights off. Like every night, me and my friends just log in online and we'll just play until 5, 6 in the morning since we all work nights.
Yeah, I've wanted to get into those warfare games or whatever.
World of Warcraft.
Ooh,
if you ever get into that, let me know. I'll friend you.
I wouldn't even know where to start. I have no idea I know nothing about it. I'd probably have to pay somebody to train me on how to use this. I mean, now, is that a computer game, or do I got to get a console? Or
no, it's a computer game. Okay. So you just sit back and play on it, and there's a lot of fun things to do on there. My wife's brother would actually make money off of World of Warcraft back in the day, because he would just build up characters and give them everything people wanted, and then he would just sell those characters for like $100-$200 a piece. But yeah, that's a pretty fun game. There's a lot like it. But I don't think you could. Oh no, I have a gaming shelf that's like just like these back here, but it's just like video games and movies and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that. So that's a website you go to. How do you play this thing?
You need to download. It's an app. You need to download the app on your computer, and from there, like you'll have like a bunch of different games you could play off of.
All right. Well, maybe next. I don't know. When I got some free time, we'll give me an hour to figure that out. Help me figure that out, because I have no idea what the heck that's all about.
I used to do that. Like before my YouTube channel, I was on Twitch and I would just live stream like me talking to the camera while I'm playing a game, and you could just see like the game I'm playing as I'm talking. That was fun because Twitch actually pays a whole lot more than YouTube, so I might try and get back into that.
Yeah, okay, speaking of monetizing, I still haven't received a friggin' PIN number.
Really?
The second request, it's already 30 days into that. So I just sent them a message. I was chatting with them, and they're like, "All right, we'll respond to you in an email." Like, all right, fine. I get the email.
Do you use Twitter?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, tweet Team YouTube, and they respond like within hours. Like when I've had issues like with my videos being taken down, they're able to get that reversed like by the next day. Like they're really quick because they're kind of on the spot, because everyone putting in their requests could see. So like they want to answer quickly and they want to respond quickly. So that would probably be the best.
All right. You got anything you want to push? You got a show coming up or anything at all?
I might do a show tonight. If not, I'll do a show tomorrow. Just talk about I don't know, Halloween's getting closer, so I probably want to talk a little bit about some, ghost stories, a little bit of true crime stuff, and maybe just watch
So I haven't asked you this, and I know I promised myself this would not get into a movie, TV show, but we're just going to talk about one show right now.
Oh, it always happens with us. We always talk about movies and stuff.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I saw it.
You impressed by that at all?
It was all right. Like, it wasn't this huge thing, I guess, because I've seen a lot of like really like messed up stories and stuff, and listened to podcasts. So it was good. Evan Peters, I love Evan Peters and almost anything he does. So it was enjoyable. Not worth all the hype that everyone's giving it. I guess a lot of people might be sheltered towards that kind of content, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of young people who are interested in this stuff who they were not born when all that happened.
Yeah.
And they're freaking out. And for me, I find it boring. I mean, I lived in Chicago, where nearby where all this happened. Mm-hmm. And this was daily news for us, 3 times a day. The Jeffrey Dahmer situation, so we lived it. We lived it in the Midwest every day. So to watch this series come on, it's like, no big deal.
Yeah, because I mean, nothing was really surprising to you. Maybe some specific details, but like where it was going, what was happening, and Yeah, like I don't know the name of that guy who shot up the theater, that Batman theater in Illinois.
Oh,
I forgot his name. There's some pretty interesting stuff about that case. Legend, tomorrow we'll go maybe tonight. If anyone's up, like, maybe I'll do it tomorrow early so everyone can do it. Tomorrow, let's shoot for 8 o'clock on my YouTube channel. We'll do some ghost stories. I'll have the phone line open so anyone could call in and share their stories.
Yeah, this is acting real slow. I forget the name of the guy.
Yeah.
Was that the dude with the purple hair? Or was that
He had like orange, reddish hair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't think it was ever released, but I had to go do like a shooting training for work. And we got to talk to the people who actually responded to that case. And like they shared their stories, they shared pictures. He had rigged his I don't know if you knew about it, he had rigged his apartment to explode.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, so they showed like pictures of how he made like little homemade bombs and stuff like that. I like hearing about stuff like that. Like the Jeffrey Dahmer, like, okay, there's already been so many, TV shows about it, so many documentaries, docuseries about it. Like,
so what do you think Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses, that style is now a thing now, and it's a popular thing, everybody's buying them. Or there's a demand for it right now. Yeah. But I think that's kind of creepy, man. It's like, man, come on, he was a serial killer.
Yeah, like no one should really be glorifying serial killers, because I mean, these are real people who did real harm to real people, and their families are still living through it. It shouldn't be, a trend.
Aurora, Colorado, not Illinois. I knew it. It was in Colorado.
Oh yeah, Colorado.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. Wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit.
Yeah, anytime. And then just another plug. I'll be on my show tomorrow at 8, Digital Dimwit on YouTube or on Facebook,
and all the hate will come now because I had Victor right here. Here's James Egan Holmes. That's his name. James Egan Holmes.
James Egan Holmes.
It was 87. Man, that was back in 87. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That long ago?
In what?
That long ago? I can't see him. Can you see him?
Well, this happened like, I want to say 15 years ago.
Oh, born 87.
Yeah, he was born 87.
2012.
Because this happened during the Dark Knight release, and that was still recent. That was, Christopher Nolan.
2012, yeah, that's when that happened.
Yeah, 2012.
So, all right. I'm going to come back later and do VT Chronicles. If somebody wants to come back, if you guys want to come back and join, I'm going to take a little break. And then I'll start up a new video for later. I don't know if you're interested in that. You're welcome to join if you want to.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I need to hop off. My wife's cooking and she wants me to go help her, so I'm going to go have fun with that.
All right, there you go. We'll talk later. Good talking to you, man. Appreciate it.
I'll see y'all later.
All right, Victor from Digital Dimwit is his page. You can find him on YouTube. I think Facebook too. Digital Dimwit, that's his page. I am going to come back at 10:30. So about 40 minutes. We'll come back with the VT Chronicles. All right. And we'll see you guys. It's just a short video, 17 minutes long. But I think it's important. And I think she kind of goes after Bam again a little bit or something like that. And then she makes a plea to everyone just ahead of her Wednesday morning court appearance. So we'll get into that in a little bit as well. See you guys in a little bit. Thanks for hanging out.